if you're a nurse or a healthcare worker that has ever been concerned about your safety from employers forcing you to put your full name on your badge, because we all are, right? Listen to this video. This is the playbook on how you fight that. And I have to give the biggest props to the University of Iowa healthcare workers and SEIU Healthcare Minnesota and Iowa, their union. This is phenomenal. Okay, so employees had been expressing concerns for safety. We all have heard a million horror stories, right? For a long time. And management was like, we don't care. Policy dictates you have to have your full name visible at all times. So in May, they organized an unofficial protest and everybody put union stickers just over their last name, right? What did management do? They went around forcing them to remove the stickers and any other stickers, even things like pride stickers, pride flags, okay? So then in September, they weren't giving up. So then in September, over 500 of the UI nurses and healthcare workers protested again by covering their last name with stickers. And what did management do? They sent out their ID badge policy and reminders to everyone, redistributed it, banning stickers and pins, badge reels, all of that. Okay, so then they kept protesting. They kept fighting back. Finally, under immense pressure, just last week, now, after all this continued demands, citing safety concerns and patients stalking nurses and showing up at their homes and all of that, they put out a new statement. And it says, changes in workplace safety are shaping policies and practices across healthcare organizations nationwide. In response to evolving safety concerns, UI Healthcare is providing the option to show only your first name and last initial on ID badges. It should only be first name, in my opinion, but it's a start. This reflects work that has been underway for several months. Sure it has. To review current practices, align with national trends, and incorporate staff and patient perspectives. Okay? That's a win, right off the top. That's a win. And that's what happens when you're persistent and everybody participates and you fight back. But we do have to bookend it with the fuckery that they are still up to, in which they said, well, you know what? It's going to take time. It'll take time to fully roll out these changes. We need to establish a schedule to issue new badges. And they made it a point to say, patients will continue to have access to caregivers' full names through their medical records, MyChart, all of that. Of course. Because they didn't want to do this. They're doing this because they felt backed into a corner. They don't give a fuck about your safety. They don't care. They didn't want to do this, right? They are still banning stickers, badge reels, and pins, only allowing university-issued badge reels, etc. Why do you think that might be? Yeah, something like this, where you make an important statement about violence against healthcare workers, the pins, yeah? Lots of other ways to express yourself, union, badge reels, all of it. So props. I am so proud of you guys. Amazing, amazing work. Love this. Everybody else, go forth. Do the same thing. If everybody participates and you are persistent and you keep demanding it and you don't back down, change happens.